So I've recently come into possession of two used Cisco 3560 switches, and I cannot access either of them due to them being password protected. So I have pulled up the recover password documentation from Cisco for this particular switch, and I'm going to go through this step by step. First step, we plug the rollover cable into the switch, and we pull up PuTTY. Here is PuTTY right here. I've already got it up. The rollover cable is plugged into the switch, and I have rebooted the switch, or not rebooted it, I have powered off the switch, held down the mode button, and then while I'm still holding down the mode button, I plug the switch in to power it on. And for this particular model, the documentation says you hold the mode button down for 15 seconds. That sounds about right in my experience. And so after you've done that, you are going to get something like this right here. And we have two commands on this particular switch. Now, this differs from the documentation, and I will show you that the documentation could have three possible commands. I do not have load helper on this switch, but we are going to ignore that for now, and we are going to go ahead and issue the flash init command. And return to get started. And it's going to ask me for if I want to enter the initial configuration dialog. I'm going to say no there. We're going to enter enable mode. We're going to take a look at the running config. And we've got a default running config there. And we're going to take a look at the VLAN database. And once again, default config there. So I'm going to go ahead and assign a host name. And I have two switches. I've connected them via it's Fast Ethernet 01, I believe, with a Cat6 cable. And I am going to go ahead and assign an IP address to that particular interface, because I am going to do the same thing to the second switch and test the connectivity between them. So this is a multi-layer switch. I'm going to issue no switch port on interface F01, and then I'm going to assign an IP address. And we'll go ahead and make this a /24 mask, and let's check this out, and we need to no shut this port. Okay, we've went ahead and done that. Now we're going to move on to the second switch. And I plugged the rollover cable into the second switch. And I've already booted this particular switch in password recovery mode. So we are going to go through the documentation again. And we are going to issue the flash init command. Okay, dir flash, and we've got a config.txt. We don't have a VLAN database in this one. We're going to go ahead and delete the config.txt. Yes. And we are going to reboot the switch. Okay, so the switch is back up. We are going to say no to the initial configuration dialog, enter enable mode, and we are going to take a look at the running configuration. And once again, default running configuration. Let's take a look at the VLAN database. Default as well. So we are going to go ahead and enter configuration mode, and we're going to assign a host name first. I'll call it switch 2. And we're going to go into interface configuration mode for interface F01. Issue no switch port. This is also a multi-layer switch, the same model. And we are going to assign an IP address to this. /24 mask here. And let's take a look at the IP interfaces. Show IP interface brief. And we are up and up. We should be able to ping the other switch from this switch. And yep, we are good. So that's it. Very simple.